Can anyone hear me out there? Happy first Sunday of June, by the way. How y'all doing today? Me, I'm doing fine. I can't complain. I've went out twice today. This is why you see I'm getting darker. I was out in that sun twice today. If I wasn't out in that sun, I would have been a little bit lighter than this. So I understand it's been hot for the last 2 days. You know what I mean? So anyway, anywho, um I was gonna say I found out our democracy is dying or been dead by the GOP. And not just GOP, those two freaking senators who are Democrats, but to me, they are really Republican, undercover Republicans, because they always vote with Republicans most of the time. I'm talking about those two wackos, Joe Manchin from West Virginia and Kyrsten Sinema from Arizona. Those two Democrats always standing in the way from the other 46 Democrats and two independents. And these two leaders, Majority Leader Senator Chuck Schumer and President Joe Biden, has not said nothing. And they ain't do nothing to stop those two wackos who standing in the way of democracy, which I care about. You know what I mean? So I understand Manchin and Sinema supporters care about democracy, but Manchin and Sinema doesn't. They the ones who don't care about democracy. But those two supporters care about democracy. You know what I mean? You get my drift? You get the difference? So, anywho, and it's not just democracy. I mean, not just I only care about democracy. I also care about things. I also care about things that needs to be abolished. The filibuster has to be abolished in the Senate. The filibuster needs to be abolished. Um, ICE need to be abolished. What else need to be abolished besides oh yeah, Citizens United need to be abolished because now I'm trying to figure out what else needs to be abolished. I already said the filibuster needs to be abolished. Citizens United needs to be abolished. ICE needs to be abolished. Everything that I don't know about y'all, but everything I don't deserve needs to be abolished. All I care about is reparations. That's what I mainly care about. I mainly care about to me, reparations is part of democracy. I don't know that's true, but in my opinion, reparations is part of democracy. You know what I mean? But let me tell you something about Joe. Y'all, I've been telling y'all, I've been told y'all how Joe Biden operates. Joe Biden may be a Joe Biden may care on the outside, which is this way of caring in public. He know he care about people in public, but behind closed doors, he doesn't. He go behind closed doors. He go along with Senators Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema, who don't give a damn about democracy. It ain't just Joe Biden behind closed doors. It's Vice President Kamala Harris behind closed doors. Same goes for Senator Majority Leader Chuck Schumer behind closed doors. At least the only person who care about the democracy along with me is Senator Bernie Sanders. I'm glad Senator Bernie Sanders in a very good position, which is he's the chairman of the budget committee. At least he's the only one about he cares about us because he understands we care about he understands we the people care about democracy. You know what I mean? Because I'm not, like I said, I'm not blaming politicians. I'm blaming their corporate freaking donors that these politicians on the phone with 24/7. But when one of us called them, each and one of us called them, they don't want to answer our calls. They don't want to hear our pain. Their corporate donors telling them money is speech for you, but not for the thief, which is the people. If the people want money, they got to work hard for it. They got to work hard for it. That's what Nixon said back in the 70s. You got to work hard to be rich or something like that. So I don't hate Nixon, but I am not praising for that man, even though he passed away 27 years ago, which was 1994. I mean, if y'all think Joe Biden is FDR, no, he's not. He's not FDR. He's not Franklin D. Roosevelt or Eugene Debs. I mean, the presidency style I really want to see is Eugene Debs. FDR, FDR, he's all right, but at least he's the one established Social Security back in 1934. And the reason why I kept watching segments saying that Social Security was going to run out of money by 2034 because corporate donors keep funding these politicians. You know what I mean? They keep funding these politicians to tell politicians to screw us. You know what I mean? So I'm just speaking facts. Y'all can hate me all you want. It's okay to hate me, if y'all do. But I'm just speaking of facts of what the hell is going on in this doggone country. You know what I mean? Because as bad enough, last week, last week was 100 years. It's a 100-year mark of Tulsa, Oklahoma massacre. Meaning that us black folks were genocide. It's not just us black folks being genocide. Our black businesses were shut down back then. That is the reason why I'm all for democracy. Because of this massacre 100 years ago. And I'm glad 107-year-old testified in Congress and told them she saw everything when she was and she was 7 years old at the time. Damn, I forgot her name, but I know she's 107 years old in the wheelchair, saying that she witnessed every doggone thing. You know what I mean? So bear with me. But if y'all care about democracy, my advice to y'all is to save it. You feel me? Save it from these GOP monsters. Because these GOP monsters are already gerrymandering to take the majority of both chambers back, which Democrats already got now. And as of right now, Democrats ain't doing nothing. It's their, being that they're in the majority right now, it's their job. It's their job to make GOP pay the price for what they're damaged. But instead, Democrats always let GOP stealing powers from them, and when they steal powers from them, they stealing powers from me. Even though I'm 9 months away from for 40 years of my lifetime. You know what I mean? Excuse me for yelling. Excuse my frustration, but everything I'm saying is true. Come on now. Myself and black folks like myself kept saying we're sick and tired of being sick and tired. I don't know why these white anti-democracy don't understand what we're saying. You feel me? Excuse me. it's my way of saying time is running out. When I say our democracy has, when I say our democracy has been has died is dying and been dying or is dead, is that's my way of saying time is running out. And plus, I mean, this is my last chance. I don't know about y'all, but this is my this is my last chance for me to save democracy. I mean, I still want to continue to save democracy, but the Democrat Party itself keeps screwing up every time they get a majority. It keeps screwing up. I mean, when next year comes, you got to vote these screw up people out like Senator Chuck Schumer. His election is coming next year. His reelection coming next year. He has to go. He's not doing anything. He's not doing anything. He's weak. You know what I mean? And so is Nancy Pelosi. She's weak too, as House Speaker. I mean, I respect them. I respect them as senior. I respect them because they're both senior citizens. Because just like I respect senior citizens I seen in in person every time. Whenever a senior citizen asks me, whenever they see me, they ask me for help. I help them. You know what I mean? But it's the politicians. The politicians keep is the ones that needs a lot of help from the reality of senior citizens I ever help whenever they ask me. You know what I mean? So I don't mind they ask me one whenever which I don't mind them asking me once in a while. You know what I mean? So I know our state politicians got to this week for them to pass New York Health Act. Because if they don't pass, it's not the it's not their fault. It's the two leaders. If the two leaders go along with go along with this asshole governor of mine, which I hate to say, I mean, speaking of this asshole governor of mine, which I hate to say, I just find out he's been ignoring people with disabilities, and such as myself. And plus, I made it clear that I do have a mild intellectual developmental disability, and I already post something this past week to tell y'all that because I have a disability, it does not mean I'm not a human being. Y'all know I'm a human being. Y'all just don't y'all just don't think I'm a human being. I mean, I'm not saying all y'all, some of y'all. Some of y'all or a few. You know what I mean? I am letting y'all letting y'all know nicely, don't be like this asshole governor I have who don't give a damn about people with disabilities like myself. He does not everything he sees when it comes to people with disabilities, he vetoes bills like he be vetoing bills. And that's getting when he vetoed these life-saving bills for myself, people like myself. That is murder. That is he's definitely committed he's definitely committing suicide murder, genocide on us. All right, y'all. It's been real. This is all I can think of. That's all I can think of, you know. Until next time, if I don't hear from y'all have a blessed night. And in the words of Tim Black, do not, and I repeat, do not let nobody take your cornbread. Because I won't let nobody take my cornbread, especially politicians and their especially their donors also. I will not let those two type of people take away my doggone cornbread and let them take my future away. As a Kid Cabello, in the words of Kid Cabello, saying, "Let's do what we can to build to build a better future." Have a good night and God bless y'all. Peace.